What's going on, guys? It's Radar here with some Monday night V8 Supercars action, and this is an interesting view in front of me. I'm on pole in the top split in the Monday night soft. Something's gone wrong here, so don't expect too much commentary in this race. We are here for 31 laps. We will make a pit stop because probably a little bit nervous. We got the guys who should be quicker than us behind us right now, so we'll see how we go with all of this. Hopefully everything goes according to plan, and then at 31 laps time we're in P1 still, but you never know what's going to happen. Montreal, generally a track I enjoy. Got ripper starts in the last few races. Hopefully we can pull it off again. The nerves are in my voice. It's because, yeah, heart rate's up a little bit for this one. But anyway, guys, 31 laps of Montreal. Enjoy.
Green, green, green.
Track's very cold as well. Getting caught on my own tongue there. Just gotta be just a bit careful for the first lap. Air temp 17 degrees, track temp's 31, just for reference, so it's pretty cold, especially that air temp.
You can't just turn across someone like that.
We've led a lap of a top split race. Get that gear. Bit of an awkward bounce there. It's all about the bounce with these curbs. Lots of cars in the pits. Typical Montreal first corner carnage. Just got to set up the pit stop. Bit of a war going on in text chat. We're going to try to ignore that. Just got to really stay clear of these slowdowns here. It will ruin our race if we get one. Got a little bit of a gap back to third, but really at the moment it's just, whoa, it's just Ethan
I'm sorry.
filling up our mirror right now.
What? Yeah.
Who's that?
That was interesting.
At the moment, Ethan's really strong under brakes, but we seem to be doing okay exiting corners relative to him. Completely messed that up. At the moment we're thinking about when we can pit, because we know that the car's not going to be great for that first lap. So we want to try and get in before Ethan so that he's on a cold tyre and we're on a warm tyre. I don't know how I got away with that slowdown. Not getting a slowdown there on the second curb. Just a bad first half of the lap there.
He disappeared, Benny.
Got one on your right. Still there. Stay left. Clear on the right. on your right. Still there? Hold your line. All clear, all clear. Got one on your right. Stay left. Still there. Still there. Still there. All clear, all clear.
Yeah, you can't just come across. He's very lucky I saw him coming at the hairpin. That was accidental. Sorry, Ethan, that was accidental, mate.
Cheers, Mark. Cheers, Joe. Alert.
So we get our pit stop done now, so that we can have some clean air. So we're not dealing with him possibly slowing us up in certain spots. Not the ideal pit entry. Ideally, you'd be able to have clean air and just shoot straight in. But you know, we'll just hopefully, if he reacts when he reacts, if he reacts this lap, oh well. If he doesn't, it's playing in our favour. Make sure the fuel's all correct. Get it stopped on the marks, and away we go. And optional repairs because I ran into him. So we got some clean air now. No one to really worry about in our mirrors. And we're putting trust in our tyre life here.
The leader is hitting now.
So he's reacted straight away. Got to absolutely nail this last part of the lap and the first turn. There's no way his stop was that much faster. He can't have taken on enough fuel. .32 is cutting it fine in these conditions. I know I'm good to the end. I severely doubt Ethan is though. And like severely doubt to be, because essentially we were half a second apart when I entered the lane. He pulled out 5 seconds on exit. 5 seconds. So Yeah, he's taken a lot less fuel on board.
Car on your left. All clear, all clear.
So the chase is on. Can we get Ethan? Would you look at that? It's Mario Vlasic without a boot lid. And these cars always seem to be dented in these races.
Keep digging, man. You're in top 10.
None of those gear shifts were good. Come on, Mario, you're a lap down, mate.
Car on your right.
What a dickhead.
Still there. The leader is sitting
Yeah,
now.
kills.
Clear on the right.
Go right in the heavy.
Good job, man. You're in fifth.
Oh, a bit of a slide.
You're in third place. Keep digging, man.
So we're holding station with Ethan at the moment, which is good. It's kind of how it was in the early part of the last stint. No one has the real advantage yet. We're just kind of trading tenths here and there. And at the end of the lap it all balances out to be the same gap. Well, as I said earlier, I do have severe doubts over his fuel to finish. I have a feeling later on in the race he's going to have to save a fair decent amount because he's got no draft either to help him.
Let me through Mario. Thank you.
Cheers, Josh.
Car on your right. All clear, all clear.
Just having trouble with that first sector at the moment. Just not quite getting it right. And we've lost out a little bit to Ethan just this lap as well. Not a great lap from us. Bit better run that time, it felt quicker. I don't know if it actually was quicker on a timesheet.
Cheers, Matt.
So here we go, Marty Carroll's in the pits now, so we'll get back to our normal running order, back up in second place.
Thank you.
The leader is sitting now.
struggling with that first part of that chicane there. The car's still feeling pretty nice. Other than the trademark VET Supercar power slide, car's feeling pretty good still. And we're holding station with Ethan relatively. You know, might be a 10th loss a lap, then I pull it back the next lap, but ultimately that gap's staying around the 4.2 to 4.3 seconds. Which is close enough that if something were to happen, I'd be there.
You're in second.
Just a bit too keen there. Cost us some time again.
Thank you.
Whoa! That's going to cost you some time. Car just skated in there. So we have 10 to go when we cross the line. We're kind of in no man's land at the moment.
We have 10 to go this time by.
It's that bounce on the exit there. I think I hit the right spot and then I don't, and the car just bounces a bit more. It is annoying, but how did I get away with that? I even turned in for the left-hander and I thought I'm going to get a slow down here. At the end of the video I'll also chuck in the hot lap for my quali lap. There's a little bonus. I keep meaning to put them into videos, but then I just forget because I rush off to do something else after I finish the race or stuff like that. So we're still setting pretty decent lap times. I mean, we're doing 35.8 at the start of the stint, we're doing 35.9 now. Ethan's just got something else on board today. And I think Neil Crompton said this during the actual V8s on the weekend, with regard to wet weather driving. I'll tell you when I'm on the next straight. You see, wet weather driving is there's less dependence on the setup, and there's more dependence on the spacer between the steering wheel and the seat. He's referring to the driver. I think that's what's the difference here is, you know, I can do all the setup work in the world to make the car go quick, but at the end of the day, the guy sitting behind the wheel is what makes a big difference. I think Ethan's just picked up this car so quick as we outbrake ourselves. Just again, a bit too zealous on the throttle pedal. Ooh, a bit of a catch.
Second car.
Started to struggle a little bit with the car now. I think we just add a rhythm. Just need a lap or two to get back into it. Cheers, Hilly.
No, I not really enjoying being last.
That's the name I haven't seen in the V8 for a while, Matty Hill. We're coming up to V8's Premier Series Endurance season, so a lot of guys who are just coming out for those races are getting some seat time. And with the race being this weekend, Montreal is a good round for it. I mean, PJ Sturgis is driving with Matty Hill, so they're both out this week getting some laps. And for those races, so we got 4 hours of Spa, the Bathurst 1000, Phillip Island 500. I'll be teaming up with Jake Maloney for those races in the yellow mobile. And then Jake and Stanley will be in the far inferior blue mobile. .35.8s and he's still driving away. It's taken me 26 laps, but I'm finally getting that chicane right on a consistent basis.
5 laps to go. Got about 5 laps.
So looks behind us, Jason and Corey got a bit of a battle going. That's going to take them further away from us. So any pressure that could have come from behind as my tyre started to fall off kind of dissipates now with those two having they have a serious scrap. I mean, you saw when Ethan and I had about a half lap side by side stuff going on, we lost about 3 seconds. So yeah, it's pretty severe when you get side by side because the corners are so slow here by yourself. Chuck a second car in there, especially that final chicane, yeah, you're not going very quick at all. Street car might go quicker than you. So we cross the line next time, we'll have 3 to go. We're getting towards the end of this race. If you're still with me at this point, thank you. I know it's these races, these pit stop races are a bit long, and especially having no one near me since the pit stop, yeah, it can put you to sleep. I know for me it's kind of boring right now just driving around. And especially for YouTube, which I know short attention span YouTube, because I watch it myself. You know, you get bored of VR, what's the next one? So if you're still here, thanks very much. I do appreciate it. Now I'm not sure whether this time we're pulling back is because Ethan's having a fuel save or he's just backing off because he knows he's got this race pretty much won. I know I'm not pushing to the limit because second place is pretty much mine. So 2 to go this time by. I said I'd like the spotter. It's because I've heard him say it too many times. I did win the race before this by a fair distance, actually about the same distance Ethan's in front of me now.
Two to go this time by. You have about 2 laps of fuel left.
Whoop, double shift. Now it is nice to see that we have closed the gap between myself and the SDC cars, the front running guys like Ethan and Ian Ford, who's actually DNF'd this one. That was one thing I've been working on in the last few weeks.
Second time in this race.
I mentioned in the setup video I did the method, here we go, white flag, for setting up the car that I have personally that I wasn't going to share. Well, that's what we're using now, and it's definitely worked, sort of. Well, sort of, mostly. It's closed the gap a long way. Usually we'd be 20 seconds back on Ethan right now. Maybe back there with Corey as well. The fact that we've been within 6 seconds most of the race.
Cheers, Jack.
Tells me I'm doing something right. And qualifying better helped as well. I know qualifying previously has been a weakness of mine. It's definitely gotten better since I've come to Daco, surprisingly. Must be the Daco juice on board. Or it's just their really good engine parts. Sponsor plug, shameless plug. So Ethan wasn't in as much fuel trouble as I thought, probably because he could have just taken it easy, lifted and coasted in some places, or he was just really good with his numbers. I just use rough numbers now because I'm on 3 screens and official doesn't really matter to me as much as Premier Series. So there we go, a second place in the main soft on a Monday night from pole. A night of first pole on the 8:15,
There's the checkered flag.
and then I think this is my first podium in a proper 8:15 Monday night race. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll catch you on the flip side. So here we go, guys, with a hot lap of Montreal. So here we go, front straight. You're gonna get to 5th gear. There's a marker sign on the side of the road. You're gonna brake there. It's next concrete panel right there, down to 2nd gear. You want to just angle at the apex, use the curb to pull you around, then pluck 1st gear and just ride this inside curb as much as you can. Hard on the power, use the grip. Gonna get to 4th gear, at the 2 board, hit the brakes hard down to 2nd gear. Ride these curbs as best as you can. This is where the dampers come into effect. 3rd gear short shift through this very street circuit feeling. Right up close to the wall on the right hand side in 4th gear. Hard on the throttle out down to 2nd gear. Late apex is left-hander here, or you can take the curb wherever you want it. Use as much of the right-hand curb here follow the white line, drive. This is a great straight. You need lots of drive off the corners here for the straights. 5th gear at the 3 board, you're going to go down to 2nd gear. Basically, just for this section, just put the inside wheels over the top of the curb and you'll be sweet. You won't get a slow down, you'll get a nice run as we just did there. 5th gear, we're going to be braking just after the 3, just at the 3 board, down to 1st gear, slowest corner on the track, careful of the rears locking. Really run this inside curb and then hard on the throttle. This is probably the most important part of the track, this run down into the final chicane. You can lose so much time here, and it's a very fun corner if you get it right. Going to be braking where the dodge board ends. There's a little offside. They're just at the 4 board's best reference. Down to 2nd gear. As much curb on the right, as much curb on the left. Let it land and then drive it away. It's not a very complex lap, but it is a difficult lap to get right. And that was a 35-1 in quali trim. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll catch you on the flip side.